Hey guys, Erector Jedi here with another Wildstar housing tips and tricks video. Today we're going to be looking at the question, why doesn't my housing challenge work? This is a question I get all the time, especially from noobs and people who have just joined the game, and it's not especially obvious what's going on. So what happens is you go to your challenge that you've been using every day for a long time, and you discover that it is not working. You can't interact with it. There's no little wheel icon, just nothing is happening. So the first thing you want to do, this is not going to solve your problem, probably, because you're smart, because you watch me. But the first thing you want to do is make sure that the plug itself does not need repair. So here we have an example, the ice pond, oh, that's the mineral, the ice pond challenge, and you can see here it's got 2 days, 10 hours remaining. And what that means is at the end of that countdown, the plug will break, and you're going to have to repair it. It's a pretty minimal cost, it's like 5 gold. But if you open up your landscape and any of your challenges has a big red circle with a line through it, that means that challenge needs repair and will not work for anybody. So this is the first thing you want to check to make sure that all of your challenges are in good working order, and they are in my spot. So what we're going to do is go visit a friend of mine, Lady Stoneheart, who has the Moonshiner Cabin Challenge, and this is one that I've set up to not be working. So this is going to demonstrate the problem that a lot of people have. So again, first of all, thank you, Lady, for letting me use your house. We're just going to sort of walk through over to her moonshine cabin. Looks like somebody just... Actually, it looks like she needs to repair her garden. And this is another way you can tell there would be fertile plots right here if the garden was working but just didn't have anything planted in it. The fact that there's nothing that you can interact with here means that the plug needs repair. So I'll let her know that. And so here's another example. This is a good one. The Moonshiner Challenge is cool because it has a few elements that will work if it's repaired and not if not. So for example, this little moonshine tap right here will not function if the plug itself needs repair. So for this Moonshine Challenge, if you can see this plug, but you can't seem to start the challenge, then you're going to need the tip I'm about to give you. If you can't see this wheel, this this interaction icon, then that means the plug itself is broken and you just need to repair it. So I'm using the Moonshiner Cabin because it's one of the ones that you get default by free from the interface. You just have to pay a little bit gold for it. You don't need a fab kit. So it's kind of the challenge that, it's usually the challenge most people start out with, and because of that I get this question all the time. Why isn't my Moonshiner Cabin challenge working? Now you can check in one of my other videos to see how to actually do the challenge, but just suffice it to say this, what I'm doing right now, would normally start the challenge. So this is what happens. People come to the challenge, find that they can't do anything, and are like, what the heck, Jedi? What's wrong with my house? Am I bugged? Why isn't this working? 99% of the time, other than a few random cases of just strange bugs that come up, is what's happened is you've completed the challenge but not collected your reward from it. All the challenges in the game are designed to only allow you to complete them once with a short cooldown in between, so you can't, short or long, so you can't just sit there and spam them indefinitely. And if for some reason you get distracted and you don't collect the reward, you're not going to be able to start the challenge again. So here's how you check that. We're going to hit L to open up the codex. Oops. And we're going to click on challenges, and then here you're going to make sure you're in the housing zone. And then this is obviously going to list all of the challenges, and you're going to click on rewards. And if you have anything, if there's a number here next to rewards, then that means basically you have completed a challenge and not actually taken the reward from it, not actually chosen one of them. So you click on rewards, and it's going to show you right here which ones. And one nice thing is it's also, you don't have to drop it and complete it again or anything. Right from this UI, you can choose to loot the rewards, and then you can see what you have the chance to actually loot it again. So this, if you jump on your thing and you're not seeing it, this is almost certainly the problem. Check in here. If you still have reward, claim it. The challenge will then go on cooldown. Like I have Rider of the Storm is I think a 10 or a 15 minute cooldown. It's just ticking down from when I did it recently. So once you collect the reward from this, it's gonna go back into cooldown. So you're not gonna be able to do it right away. It's gonna be, you know, just as if you had just picked your challenge reward, which is exactly what you're doing. So we close this. Let's just take a look at these. I think these are cute. Some of the rewards from this. This is the Granic 4 poster bed, which is kind of a fun decor item. It's got some cameras here you can see, recording whatever kind of illicit or otherwise activity is going on here. There's some like pinups, some granite undergarments, and of course the monitor with which, oh, that's a spotlight actually, not a camera, with which our bed, our participants can enjoy their activities. How nice. We also get the neon beer sign, classic. It's very thin. The renown, and then the corruption collection is the die collection that you get to choose. So let's see what we get. I got... what was that? I didn't see. Hey, I got the die collection. Alright. That goes in my list of... or my... I guess, you know what? All my other die collections right now are in my bank. I've got like a row of them. Just waiting to sell them off. Got my floating glow lamps earlier. Pretty excited. Alright, that's it, guys. That is how you check with any challenge tailored specifically for the housing. Oh, look at that. It did not go into cooldown. Hey, I was wrong. Sweet. Well, it looks like if you've actually passed the cooldown, then you can start and do it right again. Wow, I think they actually may have changed that, because when I tested this a week ago or so, I wasn't able to do that, but maybe I was still within the initial cooldown from when I had first completed the challenge. That's possible. Okay, I could be wrong about that. So that's what you do, guys. Again, this is Erector Jedi, just with a quick tip on how to get the most out of your housing challenges and plots. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it actually solved a problem for you. You wouldn't believe the number of people who ask about this in Zone Chat. You know, why isn't my challenge plug working? Is it broken? Is it bugged? Well, chances are high that's the reason. Hope you liked it. Thanks, guys.